My God, dude. Oh man,
I told you.
it's like I'm like literally the first like couple minutes is like, what the fuck is
What
this
the
musical?
exactly? I got so mad at that. That's what I was trying to tell you yesterday. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's pretty goddamn. It's just like the constant singing, and then the fact that she said not all who wander are lost pissed me off. I think that is just like, it's because that's like Galadriel's like line from Fellowship of the Ring or something like that, like from the original trilogy, and that's one of the lines she says.
Oh, okay.
And the fact that she says not all who wander are wanders, or I'm like, bitch. I was like, why? And oh man, it's yeah, it's literally I was trying to like so hard not to like roll my eyes, because like it'll probably like destroy the back of my eyelids because of how hard I'm rolling. But yeah, man. Okay, what did you think of that of that episode?
Yeah, it was ridiculous. That's why I said I hated the Harfoots even more because of that sing alongs. It felt like the entire Sesame Street was telling me to sing too. It's really I got so baffled, and it lasted for like what 3 to 4 minutes, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
It lasted really long.
time. Yeah, it was.
Like they could have spent that time, I don't know, fleshing out the characters, make them even better, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't know, like they really don't know what they're doing, in my opinion. Based on that scene alone, it's
Yeah.
really ridiculous. And okay, so right after that, we finally got to see Eminem. He finally makes his appearance.
Yeah, there's like three of them, right? There's like three
Yeah,
of those, like,
three of them.
and it looks like they're looking for basically Gandalf, right?
Yeah.
They're looking for, oh, this is where Gandalf landed, and we need to look for this
Yeah.
this dude and stuff like that. But like, yeah, they don't talk or anything. Like, the craziest thing that I guess Eminem, like, I had no idea, but like I have to like Google that person. Like, it's a woman. It's played by a woman. I thought it was played by a very skinny man.
Yeah, I thought so too until you told me.
Yeah, I was just like, what? It's oh man, it's like there's no talking from them. You're just like looking all like, turn around and look.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna stand there, and then, man, it's basically a lot of things that there's a scene at the end of, I'm gonna jump forward, but
Yeah, sure.
the thing that Durin says to Elrond. Give me the meat, give it to me raw. Oh God, I was like, wait, he just said, I had to like literally like rewind just a little bit, and he's like, give me the meat, give it to me raw. And just like, oh, it was so bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. But it's there's a couple of things I do want to say. Like, I remember I was talking about yesterday, saying that like how I guess like that's supposed to be like a key, and I was watching it with my wife, and then she's like, I've seen this before. Goes to the back and just removes some shrubs and some leaves. There it is, the entire
Exactly,
time.
right? Like, what?
So dumb.
So like, you were saying your theory, right? So it's like I was that's like I was dumbstruck. It's like, you mean to tell me that Watchtower is Mount Doom?
Yeah. So like, it's I don't know, like from what I heard, is that it's supposed to be a key that opens up, is a key to a mountain, and if that's the case, like what were they there the entire time or something like that? And it's just like, some of the subtle like dialogues between some of the characters are sort of stupid. Like, what's it called again? Is Arondir was talking to Theo, and he was like, aim higher. It took me 200 years to become, this good. And it's like, so you have 200 years, right? My wife was like, what? It took you that long to become a warrior? You suck.
True.
Yeah, it's just bad. It's just bad writing, man. But overall, I want to hear what you thought, like, about the episode as a whole.
Yeah, pretty much just the same boat as you. I don't know. I don't know if the directors want Isildur to look really bad prior to him succumbing to the ring, because from apart from this episode, even the previous one was like Isildur is trying to make things he's trying to make things right, right? So it's like what can I do? What can I do? Elendil being a complete dick about it. No, you had your chance. So what do you want him to do? Literally, what do you want him to do? He wants to go to war, right? So he wants to fight for Numenor. So why are you holding him back? And he has nowhere else to go because he screwed up his sea guard job along with his friends. So what is there for him to do? Then it's made even worse apparently in this episode because he legit had to go behind the scenes just to sneak into the boat, and he had to lie for his friend. What is the guy's name again? The guy who tried to burn the ships for some weird reason.
Oh yeah, it's like I don't even know his name, but like I think it's because of he's like anti elf, right? He doesn't really like elf, and he's basically saying that like how can you be helping them and you shouldn't be helping them. We shouldn't be sending any men. So he's trying to like sabotage the thing. Like is he like the son or of that guy?
Kemen is. I know he's pretty. I think he is related to the Chancellor. That's why he was trying to tell the Chancellor, you can turn things around. You can convince the people not to go. And then the Chancellor said, no, this is for the greater good of Numenor and stuff like that, which is correct supposedly. Yeah, for some shallow reason, he because he didn't get his way, he tries to burn the ships. Then Isildur covers it up. Then Kemen had to lie to Elendil for Isildur to get in. So Isildur did something wrong to get in. So it's like Isildur's being done so dirty. I don't know. It's like the showrunners like have a strong hatred to Isildur apparently.
Yeah, it's like he's basically like, okay, so like in the beginning of the show, you know, like oh my god, like oh my god, I completely I tried to like I was so mad at the scene I had to like erase it from my memory, but it's like all right. And you know, like you see what's it called Sauron Halbrand, he's basically like making his sword, right? His sword looks good, and then what's it called again? Oh god, like Galadriel and like Elendil's like looking at his men like training or sparring, and it just looks really bad. So it's like, all right, I will show them how it's done. And then he's like, okay, even though I like the captain of like the you know the knights and stuff like that or whatever, like literally he's like, all right, cool, let's have you do it. And she was like so much better than them, but it's so it's like not believable. It's not believable that like she was like literally like, you're not ready, and then the only way that you know, you guys are too dumb, so I'm gonna keep it simple. How you kill an orc was like stab, twist, and gut. I'm like, oh my god, this is so it's one of the cringiest lines like ever. It's like, oh, you just stab, twist, and gut them. It's that easy. And the only way that you can fight is not with your arms but with your feet. And then you gotta stay nimble, but it's so badly choreographed, and it's like literally like 6 of them versus 1. And like, of course, she's so good. She disarms one of them, and she basically starts dual wielding. I'm like, oh, this is trash. I hate this. I hate this so much, and it's so not believable. I don't know. Maybe it's because like the last episode they don't want to show her taking out like, you know, the Numenorian guards or something like that. But it's just but yeah, and but to your point, they make Isildur like sort of he's like stupid. Like they make him like he's like not good enough. Like my wife was basically saying, is like he's sort of annoying. Like it's like, come on, let me be the what's it called again? Let me be the, you know, like once he finds out that I guess like his quote unquote like friend for like what 16 15 years was able to like mark Galadriel, I guess, and then he becomes like lieutenant, and he's like, oh come on, please, oh please, please.
Yeah, the fact that he became lieutenant is kind of baffling to me. Like, like they framed it like they're all a bunch of rookies who are so inexperienced, so untrained. But all of a sudden, Galadriel gets a scratch in her garment because of the practicing against 6 to 1. He gets promoted to lieutenant. is that really earned from the at that point? I
No,
I don't know.
that's absolutely not for sure. Like
Yeah,
it's 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 like he already asked. Like he's like, oh, can I be a part of your squad? You know, can I go with you guys to the west?
yeah,
And he's like, you know, since I'm your son, you know, you got to let me go. Like sort of like nepotism. And it's just like he's like, no, you know, like you lost you know you lost your fucking I forgot what he was doing. He was on a ship and he got like basically like he basically got fired, all right? And then he was like, oh, but like please let me go. And he's like, all right, you know, like you're just not good enough. You're not ready and stuff like that. Just because you're my son just doesn't believe. So he has that sort of like that's the entitlement of like, oh, just because I'm your son, you have to let me go. And I thought it was just him just like being annoying. And then later him like asking his friends, please let me go. And I'm just like, oh God, just shut up, you know? Like you did not show that you're worthy of even like taking like you weren't even participating and trying to like maybe, you know, get the better of what's going Galadriel at all. Like I haven't seen you in any fights or anything like that. So it's like, well, why would we bring you on? I don't know, but maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like he's super annoying in this
yeah,
episode.
yeah. Like it's there's no positive traits whatsoever for him. Like yeah, you that's the other way of looking at it too, apart from what I said earlier. Like it's unearned. He hasn't done anything to earn his keep. And yet
Yep.
at the same time, what do they want him to do instead? Nothing.
Yeah.
Literally nothing. So like Isildur's really getting done dirty here for some reason. And
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah. I don't know. Like maybe because like in the original, like for me, I always thought Isildur was like a badass, but like
Yeah.
he let the ring corrupt him.
Yeah,
Like
that's it.
so like so the thing is that maybe they need to, you know, what Hollywood always does is they need to dumb down these characters to make sure that we can prop up our newer characters that were never supposed to be warriors to begin with. I don't know. It's if they wanted like Galadriel to be like a warrior, like I don't think this is the way to do it. Completely just like shoehorning in. And God, I hate the part where she comes in with like her armor because her armor reminds me of Captain Marvel's armor. It's because it has the star.
Oh,
It has a little
oh,
star
okay.
on her, and it's like the same type of star too. So I'm just like, oh my God, this is not a good look. And I remember the newest version of Photoshop, right? Like so I use Photoshop for work, and then if you update to the newest version of Photoshop, 2023, I believe, like literally like the image that pops up is Galadriel. I'm just like it's like a
Really?
drawn, yeah, it's a drawn version of Galadriel.
Oh,
Like,
drawn version. Okay.
yeah, a drawn version of her, but it's just like it's just sort of reminds me of the same is like it has like the same energy as like Captain Marvel. But hold on, let me see if I can find it. But yeah, man, it's it's bad. Like the whole Bronwyn thing, I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah, that
the part
too.
you told me was
Bronwyn.
so funny. But yeah, man, it's I don't know, but like it's just like we know that these actors are like good at what they do, but like uh, I okay, I did not see the promo for the next week's episode, but I'm assuming next week hope maybe something actually interesting happens, right?
Maybe. Yeah.
Did you watch the preview or the trailer?
No. I usually just watch the episode straight. I don't watch the previews anymore.
Mhm. And it's just like for me, like I try not to watch like any like spoilers or anything like that. It's because it's like when you're watching the previews, like it does spoil a lot of stuff, and it's like, oh wait, I actually wanted to like watch like like this could have been a moment that like it would have been cool when it's live, but yeah, like but I I don't know, I haven't like I'm just hating a lot of the stuff that happened in the episode. Like I don't care what happened with like with the Harfoots. It's literally they're just singing and then
Yeah,
and
and
yeah.
they are Harfoots. They are not good people.
No,
They are
they're
not good
terrible.
people. Yeah, exactly. They really want to leave them behind. Like,
Mhm.
okay, this guy's a burden. Leave him. Leave him. Imagine doing that in real life. Like, leaving people behind just because they're an inconvenience for you.
Yeah.
If- what would you feel if that was done to you by other people, huh? It's like,
Yeah.
wow.
It's awful.
Yeah, it's really unbelievable. Yeah,
Look,
apart from the wolf thing, yeah. I mean, everyone already knows at this point that he's Gandalf. I mean,
yeah.
nothing special about that.
So what's it called again? Like didn't they sing a song like in episode 2 or something saying that like we don't leave anyone behind or something?
Really? We need to go back.
Wasn't there like a song there like I forgot. It was the I believe it was the Black Harfoot, like the older one, like the sort of scholar looking one. And like he's like walking, and then there's like these kids that are like following behind him, and it's like we don't leave anyone behind or something. I remember it. It's like immediately the
Yeah.
following episode, just because like his what's it called again? Oh god, Nori's dad like broke his ankle or something
Ankle,
like that.
right?
Oh,
Yeah.
we're gonna leave you behind now.
It's not even for a major reason or not something criminal in nature. They already want to
Yeah.
leave him behind. Like,
Yeah.
it's kind of absurd. Yeah, I can see that they're building towards that because like given like there it's implied for the past couple of episodes like let's leave them behind, let's leave them behind. So it wouldn't be a surprise later on like the elder decides to, okay, that's it, you guys are being left behind. I mean, that's what I can see that's what they're going for, which is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
so okay, so the story with what's it called again, with Elrond and Durin is basically like I guess they show like I guess a little like cool animation looking thing, like it's sort of like, oh, back in the day, you know, like the tree with like the one elf and what's it called, and then there's the Balrog and stuff like that, and the light of Valinor is like diminishing because like their tree or some shit like that is like the blackness or the darkness is coming in, and they need like the mithril like has like a light within it that's supposed to be able to like I was that ever established, or was it this is the first time we heard of it?
uh well, according to, because I watched the angry review,
Mhm.
I don't recall if the mithril actually does that, but Alex did point out the tension between Gilgalad and Durin. That never happened. There's no tension between. They just created an artificial problem
No,
of
okay.
because they framed it in this episode like Gilgalad was knew it all along. He was just using Elrond as a means to get to the mithril. But
Hmm.
apparently there wasn't such thing. Like I I think Alex implied that the dwarves simply helped the elves outright because
Mhm.
of their need for the mithril. Yeah,
Mhm.
because this episode also implies that if they don't get their hands on the mithril, they will perish. They will die
Yeah, it's
quite by spring.
yeah, I think maybe it's like you know, like how like I'm not sure, maybe like the darkness or something like that, that the light of some Valinor is keeping them alive or something like that. It's keeping all the elves alive, and if that light diminishes, it's like maybe their age will catch up with them and their immortality will just go away. I'm not sure, but it's just so like, okay, so now basically, you know, like the light that the Sumeril like that's inside like the freaking the mithril that's supposed to save all elf kind is it's in Durin's hand, and it's just they're really trying to like make something out of nothing. It's like, oh, let's make this interesting instead of making it like, oh, the reason why we need it is because of this. It's like, no, let's actually put drama in there. But you know, they're basically trying to stretch out like this small story of the second age into like 5 seasons. So like how are they going to be able to do that? And look, oh man, I was more upset in this episode than I was tired. Okay, don't granted I was damn tired and I was falling asleep, but I was more upset like when I saw the part where like I was the only part that actually kept my interest was the exchange between like the elves and Durin. Like that's the only part that actually like, I was like,
Yeah.
okay, you know, this part's fine, but all the other parts just so so stupid. I don't know.
Uh huh.
Oh man, there's so
Yeah.
it's we have 3 more episodes and then we have 4 more seasons. Oh, Oh God,
Yeah,
but
that's they have so much source material, and yet they chose to do this for some reason. They chose to make their own. Like if
mhm.
you're gonna make your own, make sure it's better than the source material that Tolkien made. But no, no, not really. Far
Man,
from it.
yeah, like
Yeah,
the whole part with like Gandalf saving like the Harfoot, like the part that I thought was stupid, and my wife pointed it out, was the part where he's like, after the part he does the sort of the ground slam, he sort of
yeah, the
injures his
pounding of the
arm,
ground.
and then he goes like he's sort of like chanting to himself, and like his hand is in like water, and it sort
Yeah,
of becomes crystallized, right? And
yeah.
then Nori is like, "Oh, what is that?" And she literally just grabs his hand instead of like moving his shoulder. Literally just grabs his hand and just like, oh shit, oh god, oh god damn, and it's so. Oh, it's just like a lot of these the choices that, like, if you see this person's arm is being encased in ice, why the hell would you freaking touch it? Ah, man, it's just like I
True.
think a lot of these characters are like they're supposed to be really stupid or something, or like they just don't know. It's like they have like no common sense for like danger or anything like that. But it's crazy. Oh, and I just found out that, like, I was like, why does Elrond and Adar looks so familiar? I guess they were both from Game of Thrones. Adar plays Uncle Benjen. He plays Benjen Stark.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah, without the beard.
so you put like a beard on him. Yeah, he plays Benjen Stark, and what's it called again? And Elrond plays young Ned Stark.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, but
oh.
uh, man, it's you have these like good actors in there, and then it's just that the material that they're being provided with is just not good.
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
Benjamin Stark got dirty too.
Yeah, but
It was like the dumbest thing. What happened to him?
yeah, it's just yeah, he got done super dirty. Like, he disappears, he comes back, and then he's like, "You gotta help me." No, I cannot cross the wall. Peace. And then it's like, "Oh, that's
It
it."
charges into his death for no reason.
Yeah,
I'm so-
he basically like he saves he
Was it
saves
Theon?
Bran, right? I think
Oh,
yeah,
Bran. Yeah,
he saves
Bran.
Bran. Yeah. So, oh man, it's I'm still, oh god, like, Galadriel is still insufferable. I freaking
Yeah.
hate her. She's so boring, one dimensional, and like literally when Halbrand asks like, what is your purpose, right? What is your purpose? Why are you doing this? What happened? It's like, oh, my brother died, with the minions of Sauron. And then he's like, but what is your reason for trying so hard? Is, oh, because it was a mutiny. My people thought that I was as bad as Sauron, and I need to prove them wrong that I'm not.
Yeah.
That's basically her reasoning, and it's so stupid.
Yeah. She, you know what? That made me remember when she said that. It reminded me of episode 1 when they were in that cavern. The iconic line, "This place is so evil that our torches don't give any warmth." The creative writing right there. It's like, oh god, you made me remember that part. And also, this episode made me realize she's also really manipulative.
Very.
Yeah, she gaslights Halbrand like, "I'm the one making you a king. I'm the one giving you an army. So in a way, you're the one using me." It's like, what? He just wants to be left alone, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It's like, what? You're freaking insane.
Yeah,
That-
it's yeah, very manipulative, very, it's like, oh, I'm doing this for the sake of, I'm doing this for you. I'm actually helping you out. And it's just like, I've known people who are like that in real life. It's like they're extremely manipulative, passive aggressive at the same time. And they always play the victim, and just like, it's like, I'm actually, like, I'm the one who's suffering. I'm helping you out. And even though I persuaded the queen to give us 500 men, and so you have to help us. You have a duty to fulfill. It's like, dude, it's like, he's basically like, bitch, leave me alone. It's like,
exactly.
oh, but yeah, I feel bad for him.
Yeah, I feel bad for Sauron.
Out of everyone, I actually feel bad for Sauron. Oh shit!
It's like it's leading to such a way that maybe he never became Sauron if it wasn't for Galadriel. It started to seem
Yeah.
that way.
Oh man, we like I actually want to do like an animation about it. It's sort of like it's like what's it called again? He's basically trying to like be an honest man, just
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I just want to make cool shit, like bing bing, and then there's this woman, and then like he goes to therapy, and then he's like, I don't know what I should do, and then the therapist is like, does she really make you upset that much? He's like, yeah, like I can't get away from her. She seems so manipulative. It's like maybe you need to find something that you can do to make sure that she's no longer like manipulating you. And then he's like, I got it, I should manipulate them. So he makes the ring and gives it to them, and he makes the one ring.
For all we know, that's what they're driving for.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, so maybe if Galadriel never like entered into Halbrand's life, like like the whole Lord of the Rings story never happened.
Never happens.
Just took one Karen to ruin everything. Thanks for checking out this segment of the Project Eggroll podcast. If you like what we do here, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you will know next time when we go live. We do go live every Saturday at 8 p.m. Once again, we are just getting started. Tons of more video to come. Thanks, and we'll see you guys next time.